Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to "This video will help you solve any problem in your life" from Gaur That's quite a statement. I will say any problem in your life. Um, choose action over blame. At least that was the thumbnail for this one, and I kind of get it. At the same time, blaming someone else isn't necessarily going to help you out. Obviously, if it's the truth, like you say, he's the one that did the thing that kind of caused the problem. Okay, I get it. You're not necessarily blaming them. I guess, I don't know the definition of blame because blame has kind of two definitions to me. One, as in you're passing on the responsibility and the fault to the person, even though you did it too, or the fact that blaming as in telling that he is the person, in fact that's the only person at fault. So basically, if he's the only person at fault, then obviously you say, hey, he's the one that did it, because the rightful blame is on that person. But there's always this negative connotation where you're like, oh no, he's the one that did it. It's like, are you sure he's the only one? It's like, yes, he's the only one, not me at all. No, I'm not taking any part of this blame. Okay, maybe I did participate in that a little bit, but like that, passing on the blame. And action, interesting. He says action. My choice would have been, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what he means by this. Hopefully he'll explain in the video, but I'd say understanding. Choosing understanding over blame. Because I guess the way I look at this is blame, interestingly enough to me, it's like fault or mistake a mistake has to have happened for someone to be blamed. And with the way I look at it, is you understand how it happened, meaning that you learn from the mistake. The mistake doesn't have to be yours, but if it's yours, obviously you should learn from it. But if it's not yours, it's still something that you can learn from. And this is what I call learning the easy way. You watch someone else make the mistakes, like, I am not touching that pan because it's hot. It didn't look like it was hot, but that dude burnt his fingers, and I am not touching that pan now. So learning by watching other people do things. That guy didn't wear a seatbelt. He flew off the roller coaster. I am wearing my seatbelt now. Kind of like that. That's the easy way. The hard way of learning things is you making the mistake and you having to learn from it. So anyways, let's hear what Gaur here has to say.
You know something? When a snake bites you, should you chase the snake to ask the snake, why did you bite me? बोले ए सांप बता क्यों काटा बता. When a snake bites you, are you meant to rush after the snake to figure out why did you bite me? Or are you meant to look after your healing from the poison that has come up? Why is this happening to me? I'm working so hard. Why am I not successful? I'm giving my 200% best to my work. Why am I not getting a promotion?
Hits through the heart right there. Oh my gosh. But yes, again, you hope realizing you taking this is kind of the idea right here. What he's saying essentially is taking responsibility for your actions, understanding the situation. This is why I say understanding, perhaps, and taking responsibility. Of course, that's always when you take responsibility for something. Generally speaking, that means you have power over it. Not necessarily like you have complete power over something, but you have an ability to make change to it. Whether you participate in it or not, or whether you improve the situation or not, or to improve your own situation or not, that means you have power over it if you take responsibility. I'm not saying take responsibility for everything, but you have some responsibility in this bigger machine of things, whether it be a small amount of responsibility or the whole thing.
I'm trying my best to create content on social media. Why are my followers not increasing? I do everything for her. Why is she not agreeing to my proposal?
I will say this, I looked at the crowd, it's mostly men there.
भाई सांप काटा ना, सांप के पीछे जाके नहीं पूछता why did you bite me? The Gita is not about why, the Gita is about what. Don't ask why is this happening, ask what can I do about what is happening with me. Don't ask why. Why? वो सांप काट के गया किधर आ गया, सांप को बोलना भी नहीं आता है. Why?
Hold on. I think it's fair enough to ask why. Reasonably. Why did I get bitten? So I was walking out. I sat on the bench. I didn't look. There was a snake there. It bit me. I was like, I should look where I sit. That's why it happened. Obviously, you don't. It's. I guess the why he's asking is more of the kind of why that has no answer to it. As opposed to asking the question of the why that does have an answer to it, which is why, how did I get bit? Well, not really how I got bit, the snake bit. Why did I get bitten? It's because I sat down and the snake was right there. I didn't see it. I should be looking where I'm going. Why did I get hit by a car? Because I was walking down the street. I'm like, yeah, and I get hit by a car. Why did I fall in the hall? Because I am walking like this. So there are reasonable questions to ask yourself. And this is the understanding part that I try to push. It's the fact that when something happens, if you can understand it, I think it will help you a lot. It will reduce the frustration. It will help you, hopefully, not do it again. But, sometimes it does happen again. So, not speaking from personal experience or anything, just saying.
Why will the snake, why is this, how is the snake going to tell you? That why question has no answers a lot of times. But the what question has answers. Why is this happening to me? I don't know. What can I do with what is happening to me? I know Krishna's told me in the Gita. Let me do it. The Gita is not as analytical as it is remedial. Gita is not a book of analysis. Gita is a book of remedies. Gita is not a book of why. Gita is a book of what. भाई सांप काट रहा है रोज किसी न किसी फॉर्म में रोज. You can say why? Why did he say this to me? Uska jo bhi, why? How do I know why did she say? What should I do? Should I distance myself? Should I continue my relationship? Should I talk to somebody? What? Not why. What? Ask the right questions, guys. Life is about asking the right questions. If your question is wrong, there's a problem. You're asking the wrong question. Why is this happening? Ask the right question.
Why is a right question if the question is asked correctly? Again, ask the right question. Is the right statement is the right statement. Why did I get bitten? Because I sat down not realizing there's a snake there. Why did I walk into a hole? Because I was busy on my phone, not paying attention to where I'm stepping.
What can I do with what is happening?
Some questions about why certain things happen to us may have immediate answers, and we should seek them. Some questions about why certain things happen to us may have immediate answers, and we should seek them. See, even here it says the why part. Okay, come on. But there are many other questions that may not have clear answers right away. Absolutely. In such cases, instead of over-analyzing the cause, let's focus on what we can do to deal with the situation. Gaur Das. So I need to rewind a little bit. Sorry, I'm about to call out some people over here. Hold on. I'm assuming he's in India. I'm guessing so, but I think it's kind of sad at the same time. Well, not really sad. Here we go. Yeah, it's mostly men, and it's kind of the same thing over in the United States too. I have a feeling it's not just men, it's just kind of like the crowd that he attracts, and it's kind of the same thing in the United States. Again, it's just like it's like looking into a mirror. Anyways, I wonder if a lot of people are just lost, Young men are very lost and are being very lost in the United States. I know the beauty of one thing was, I remember Jordan Peterson saying that during his speech, he had so many young people, thank him for what he said, and he was like, why are you thanking me? This is something that you should not be, essentially not learning from him or getting it from him. This is something that you should know and learn from, I guess, your parents or someone close to you, than coming from a teacher or someone else that's outside. And I'm guessing it's kind of similar to Gaur here, where a lot of people are hearing what they need to hear, something to uplift them and get them through the day, because in modern day, a lot of people are lost, and I don't think it's just men, but I do wonder if it's maybe majority men that are kind of lost. I know women have a different set of problems, and I do feel sorry for them too, especially those obviously genuine people. I don't care about people who are lost but not genuine about it, and it's really weird to say that. But like, they're not seeking help, they're not trying to help themselves, but are lost. You can't help those people really, because they have to be able to admit to themselves that they're lost. And a lot of these people, clearly, if they go to a workshop that's meant to help people, they're taking the first steps, and that's really, really a really good thing. They're hopefully willing. It's not guaranteed that they're. Man, is my hand being shown? It's not guaranteed that they want help, but it is a first step in the right direction. Maybe something will click in them that's saying, hey, you know what, I do need help, and I need to keep coming here and get some guidance. And I mean, I figured to be a mixed batch, or at least see one woman somewhere, but I don't see any. So, yeah, it's mostly, if not all men. I don't think he's men only, is it? Again, I'm not sure, but it's again very similar to over here. As opposed to gurus and swamis, you have like the red pill community about the dating life over here. It's kind of interesting, to say the least. I think it's showing the same group of people though. But anyways, and again, like I said, I think it's a good thing they have spiritual leaders right here trying to guide the young generation and hopefully the right direction. Um, that's something needed almost in most, I would say, modern society, as in, that still has access to electricity and has access to YouTube and stuff. Because a lot of places don't have these kind of things. I think they're mostly okay, like farmers that don't have like access to necessarily electricity or YouTube, because they kind of have like a lot to do during the day. I'm trying to think of my time where I live, where we did have electricity, but there was no YouTube, obviously, no internet, so we had to essentially entertain ourselves, and also there's a lot of work to be done around the house and everything. So there's something to do. There's no real time for yourself. You look at modern technology and TV. We have lots of free time now. Well, I don't know if it applies in anywhere else. I'm sure it does in some places, but in here, you live in a house. You have a yard to take care of. Generally speaking, you have to cut the grass. You have to wash clothes. You have to wash the dishes. Well, where I live, actually we didn't have grass, but you have to hand wash your clothes, and you had to hand wash the dishes, and you had a large family, so it takes some time to wash all that stuff. You had to scrub the floors and sweep the floors. But you look at modern technology and a lot of the, I guess, modern amenities or whatever. You have robot vacuums that can go vacuum the house. You have robot lawnmowers that'll cut the grass like a vacuum, essentially. It'll pat fine. You have dishwashers that'll wash the dishes. You just have to put it in and that's it. 5 minutes to put it in and you're done. You have washers and dryers now. You don't have to go hang your clothes outside. And if the bad weather comes, you go out there and start picking all the clothes and start, like, trying to bring it inside before it gets all wet again. The whole point of bringing it out there is just because so it can dry. But now it's raining, it's all wet again. It's like crap. But yeah, we have so much more free time now, and the kind of the weird thing is we're being lost because of it. It's like, what do I do now? I scroll through YouTube and I look at all these other lives that I wish I could be doing that. And the internet, social media, is both a blessing and a curse because it depends on who you are, of course. For me, it's a blessing because I have entertainment when I'm bored, or if I need to look up information how to do something, or reviews for like products, or how to fix something. It's all in the internet. It's a blessing for me for sure. Um, but some people, they look at it as a way of comparing their lives to other people. Man, I am talking so much. And it all because of these people right here. Good lord. All these boys and men. Anyways. But yeah, we can kind of see that. It's happening to both men and women. I wouldn't doubt it. This kind of stood up for me. But anyways, that we have all this free time and we just don't know what to do with it. And it's something that Sadhguru talks about how, in a sense, the greatest enemy that we have is our minds. Because if you don't know how to control our minds, it'll take over. It'll be our greatest enemy because your mind is being bored and you don't know what to do to kind of stop it. Anyways, I talked way too much. Alright. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up the sign up below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.